Today is our first ever big dive.
To look at me for a second. Hello.
You see me next. I'll be completely transformed. Snorkeling?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what would make these taste amazing? Mayonnaise. Done it! A hot. Okay. Yeah! It's 4:11 a.m. Let's go! It's currently 11 minutes past 4. We're driving to the south side of the island. I've got a big bag, wetsuit, towels, everything. I'm on bin duty. Right, so the plan today is we're driving all the way down to the south side of the island. We're going to go for a swim, a hike. You want me to drive? So we're running because we want to catch the sunrise. Come on, Eldon. There's the beach. Got our backpacks on. I think so. I think this looks like a path. I do, but I'm not using it because I don't have any signal. Yeah, this is a path. My shoes keep coming undone. That does look great. So we've arrived. We're waiting to get some drone footage. I'm quite keen to go onto the beach. Because I'd like to get down and kind of see things and do stuff. We keep noticing there's a lot of riverbeds that are just empty, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of water here. So I wonder whether that's because when there is water, there's a ton of water. When it rains, it pours. You know what I mean?
I think it'll get really heavy right there.
Probably. I'd like to go down to those rock pools down there.
I'm not sure what the snorkeling is going to be like.
Is the tide coming in or out?
In. Should be in.
Coming in?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It was in at 10:30 yesterday, wasn't it? So it'll be in a bit later, 11ish. It'll be low now coming in. It's about 6 hours of tide.
Wow. The hues of the sky look amazing. So how have you found, how did you find yesterday? Because we haven't done a sit down talk about yesterday.
Can't remember. Right, yeah. So
we saw the giant stingray.
Yeah.
That was cool. That's about the biggest thing we saw. The giant stingray. Lots and lots of fish. And I put on makeup for the first time in ages. Maybe you can't see how tired I am. And I kept it on whilst we were snorkeling. That to me was quite impressive. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what today's going to bring? Who knows what we're going to do? I think we got up at 3, go down to the south side of the island. And then, oh my gosh, we got pulled over by the police, didn't we? Yeah.
Because you were drifting.
Because I was drifting. So I was driving because it's I haven't driven abroad before. And then it was okay, so I'll try driving at 4 a.m. when it was quiet because no one's there. But then it was just the car in front of me was actually drifting way more. The car in front of me was going to the other side of the road and stuff. I think they were drunk. But yeah, I don't know why they pulled us over. Basically, they pulled me over And they were like, they rolled down the windows. I was like panicking because I didn't know how to use the car. And I was like, I've left my driving license in the fridge because I don't know why I put it in the fridge, but I did. And then they were like, they started speaking in Spanish. We were like, English? And then they were like, drinking? And we were like, no. And they were like, on your way. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you had been drinking, you could have just said no. You'd be on your way. Not that we would ever do that.
It's more of like a, just for him to test. Just to look at us, and then you see what your response is like. Because if it was like, no.
maybe it's because I looked far too fresh to be.
Yeah, you could tell you were panicked.
At the end of the night.
There's not enough light yet. I'm just testing it.
Not enough light. Okay. Sucks.
And we could have driven down there.
We could have. We definitely could have, but we didn't. I'm cold. That's why I'm hugging you, by the way. I really want to go to that beach.
We'll go. It could be quite good for rock crawling down there because there is all the rocks there. But it is quite wavy here. I'm
just looking at the sea and I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, I just want to like run into it and bite it. I think that sensorily, as an autistic person, I didn't expect to enjoy the Fuerteventura as much because I think that whenever I think of like the Canary Islands, I think about resorts, I think about things being really busy, people being drunk, like, and that just doesn't appeal to me. That's not what I want. But actually coming here off season, and we got the flights for like £20 because we got them on Black Friday. It's actually been really, really calm and really, really nice. And I also wasn't expecting it to be so cold. I think if I was to do this again, I would recommend bringing quite a few jumpers, but also t-shirts, because I think because it's a desert, it goes from being quite cold to quite warm. But on a whole, it's not that warm. Yesterday was really warm, actually, when we were at the surf town. But other than that, it's been quite cold. The sky's going pink. I love it when the sky goes pink. Looks lush. To get across. Eldon! The tide came in as I was like up there. So at the moment it looks like, just looks so beautiful, I think. And I really, really want to go swimming, but it's like figuring out, would we get cut off with the tide or would it be okay? Because it does look rather beautiful. So many of the like rocks here look so interesting. Like there's just so much here, there's so much detail. Like, you could really just take a moment and take it all in because it just looks so stunning. Looking at all of this right now, it really, really wells me up because it just makes me think about how, you know, how much of a privilege it is to be able to be here. Like I remember me and Eldon had like a chat before we came here. We were talking about like what are you most grateful for and those sorts of things. And I said to him, for me, it's my fitness and my strength, because there was a time in my life where I couldn't stand up and I could hardly walk. And I was in hospital and I was very, very sick. And so I think I kind of appreciate the fact that like I can get to these places now, and that's okay. It's so pretty here, and I think that I really like the way how these rocks here sort of form almost like a natural wall, which is quite cool. And there's lots of like really, really deep rock pools. It's a shame that the tide's like coming in. I'm so overstimulated right now. There's just so much to look at. I can't look at the camera. I'm just like, there's so much.
I'm just thinking with the boat traffic, but
there doesn't seem to be any boats.
No.
I think snorkeling here will be good. So we're currently trying to decide whether or not to go. Oh my god! Whether we go in at this beach, which is what I want to do because I just want to get in like ASAP, or go somewhere slightly better. Go in the sea. I want to go in the sea.
All I'm saying is probably literally just down the road. We can just pull up on the side of the road. Then we're not pissing anyone off. We're not on anyone's land, because technically we're on someone's land here because it's a boat launch. I know, we're just literally 1 minute further down the road and then we're not pissing anyone off. Yeah?
Okay, fine. It's a good job I'm not your girlfriend, or else I'd be really pissed off with you. I really want to like hone it in the videos that we are not dating, because we are not dating.
God, that would be, I don't know, what's the word? Annoying.
Well, no offence, but like, I'm trying to get you a girlfriend. That looks lovely. What a lovely town. Yeah, no, we're moving again.
Well, do we park here?
I mean, yeah, we can jump off the rocks.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that'll do.
Eldon, I want to get changed before we go in. Wow! This looks so good.
Just diving off the rocks. Poppy, look, the crabs.
Oh my goodness!
This is what I was saying.
Yeah, this is going to be perfect.
This is going to be excellent, by the way. Like, excellent.
What, you think there's a stingray?
There might be.
I don't want to see stingray. Hey, don't snap my ass! Come back! Come back!
You got it up here. Yeah. Go on, go on!
We saw so many animals, didn't we, Alden? We saw an octopus, 2 cuttlefish, a shark, and what was the other thing we saw?
Lots of fish.
No. Cuttlefish, octopus, shark. Was that it?
I think it was. And lots of big fish.
Lots of big fish.
It was called to see all the schools of fish.
It was cool to see all the schools of fish. Do you fancy some lunch? Me too. Should we sit on the rocks and eat lunch?
Yeah.
Should I stay in my wetsuit?
I am. I fancy going back in again.
Yeah, me too. Oh, you gross! Oh. How do you feel?
Yeah, alright.
Go on, sexy.
Hola. Not coming in.
Hi! How'd it go? Hola. Hello, sexy.
Oh, look at that ass. Ooh, yeah.
I've got a big belly. I'm full.
Lunch. You have lunch? Poppy, where are we going next?
We're going to go and do some more snorkeling at a different beach.
Yes. What, over there?
Over there.
Right over there. Get all fish away. Oh no!
Oh my goodness, the chain broke.
Ah. Maybe we get something else.
Yeah. Howdy. So, Eldon, how was that scuba diving, snorkeling?
Yeah, it was good.
He's so descriptive. It's one of the best things about him.
Concentrate on driving.
Probably I don't want to have a car accident. Pussy.
I'm also looking at the surf because there's people surfing.
Eldon has autism. That means that
10-point turn or 1, 3. Right.
well done. You've successfully managed to navigate driving on the.
Head back.
You think we do a slow head back?
Yeah.
Or do you think we still do some snorkeling here?
I reckon so.
Or do we do snorkeling further up?
Should we have a look at the map? Let's park here.
Okay.
Find a spot, and then we'll have a look at the map as well. Decide. I mean, we're all changed and ready.
What, to go into the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have gone in there. That would have been a good spot.
You know, else is a good spot.
What?
Your mum.
This is what I'm after. How the fuck?
Okay.
I'll park there.
Okay. I was just going to say, what animals do you think we're going to see if we go down?
Similar, I'd say.
Similar. Also, can I just say to the camera, I was so excited to see some cuttlefish. Absolutely buzzing. I got so excited. I said, Eldon, you need to come over here. There's some cuttlefish. I was so excited. Then Eldon, you know, we're sitting, we're eating lunch. I said to him, I was so glad I got to see those cuttlefish. I was so excited. Eldon was far more interested in the shark. I was like, oh no, I quite like cuttlefish. Eldon was like, the fuck is a cuttlefish? I showed him a picture. He goes, oh no, I saw tons of those. I said to him, where? He said, oh, the whole time we were snorkeling. I said to him, what? And you didn't tell me? He was like, no, didn't think you wanted to know. I was like, Eldon, can you hold this mic for a sec?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Speaky piece.
Yeah. I reckon we're going here because there's some rocks. And there's more rocks here. Oh. We've got a bit of a beach.
Where's the lizard?
Yeah. You ready? There he is.
Oh, it's a lizard. Oh, hello. Howdy.
Woman. It's quite slow, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's quite tired. He's got a lovely green on him. Can we get some water? Oh.
I don't think
he's doing too well. So Eldon and I then decided to just go snorkeling, and as soon as I got in the water I started to feel a little bit anxious, and I think this is because the current here was quite rough and I kept getting knocked into the rocks. I couldn't get that much stable footage, it all looked a bit shaky, but at one point Eldon called me over because he had seen something underneath a rock. Now, when I looked up the potential animals that you can find in Fuerteventura, one of the animals mentioned is moray eels. And so I wasn't sticking my head underneath rocks and I was not putting my hand into caves. Eldon, however, did not know this, and I thought he knew this. And he told me that there was something under this rock and asked for the camera. And lo and behold, he saw in a moray eel. But after we saw that, we turned around pretty quickly and came out. There's a fucking meerkat. It's just there. You see it? You see it? It's a meerkat. There's a fucking meerkat. Is that a meerkat? Road trip. Can't catch the bloody keys.
One more time.
Okay. Okay. Yes! Today's been the longest day of the trip so far. We've been doing stuff for like, I don't know, fucking like 16 hours straight or some shit now. We set off at 3 a.m. and we got back like 7. I was getting up at 3. I've got sunburnt so badly on my hands. Now, what I want to do is just lie in bed and watch a little bit of Taskmaster and go to sleep. So I think I'm gonna do that. And then tomorrow, gonna run up a mountain. You've got sunburn on your back.
Baby with yourself is one thing, and then what's going to happen with your baby's baby?
Hey, sexy. Fuck off. Ugh. Gross. So We're going to get up at 5 to go for a mountain, a sunrise run. It's 7:30. We've slept for like 11 hours. Probably because we were awake for like 20 something hours. Oh no, not 20, 16, 15, I don't know. We've basically just not slept enough this holiday. Do you want to get up? I really want chicken burger for breakfast.
Our final full day on the island was spent quietly, exhausted. Not just physically, but in that good, full-hearted way. The kind that only comes after days packed with adventure. We barely spoke as we drove, each of us lost in our thoughts, reflecting on the time we'd spent on this wild, sun-drenched island. Had we made the most of it? Had we seized every moment, every opportunity to explore? Fuerteventura offers so much. Rolling deserts that hum with heat, dormant volcanoes standing like ancient guardians, an extraordinary coastline, over 150 kilometers, if you want accuracy, carved by wind and wave, and the wildlife. The life everywhere, even in the stillness. But the truth is, when we looked back on the last 6 days, we'd done something pretty incredible. Yes, we had earned our PADI open water certificates, but we also snorkeled with a shark, found a moray eel, and we wandered empty beaches that felt like the edge of the world. And to be honest, I think part of us fell in love with the land, the sea, and the strange, quiet magic of this place. I knew, even then, that I would carry these memories with me forever. On our last afternoon, we decided to explore the little town of La Olivia. After nearly a week spent in the wild, remote places, being somewhere touched by people felt strange, but comforting too, like we were slowly coming back to the world. That night, before we fell asleep for the last time on the island, we made a promise. Tomorrow, we'd wake up early. We'd climb that tree Eldon saw on our very first day. The one that turned out to be a volcano.